What is up, guys, and welcome back to another hot takes video. You know the drill. Let's get right onto the hot takes. The first one says that Sami Zayn should be the next Universal Champion. And look, I absolutely love the storyline that the WWE has been building, but I don't think it should end with Sami Zayn beating Roman Reigns. I think it ends with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens winning the tag team championships together. That is the story that I see unfolding. And with that being said, I also think that Cody Rhodes is the better option, or even Seth Rollins. Those are one of the two people that I want to see defeat Roman Reigns and become the next Universal Champion, not Sami Zayn. The next hot take comes from Akash, and he says the IWC will turn on Cody just a few weeks after he becomes champion. And honestly, I could totally see that happening. That's not even a hot take at that point. That is just reality. This is what the IWC does, and I really hope that is not the case, because I think Cody Rhodes is a great guy. I think Cody Rhodes is a great champion. I think Cody Rhodes could be a great babyface as well. He could literally be the face of the company, and I think it would be perfect for the WWE. Unfortunately, like this hot take that I agree with, that's just what the IWC does, and I could see a lot of people just booing him over the next few months. And hopefully it does not happen, but there's a great chance that it does. And honestly, even if it does, I don't think it will translate to crowds doing it. I think more so than usual, it's the online community that does it, so I think it'll be fine with the crowds. And just to prove my point, we have the next hot take, which comes from D's from Sigma, and they say that Cody Rhodes is overrated. Like I said, he's not that great in the ring, and I'd rather see somebody like Jon Moxley return at the Royal Rumble. I think Cody Rhodes is so much better than Jon Moxley. That is really my hot take that I'm throwing into this hot take, but I disagree with D's from Sigma. Cody Rhodes is not overrated. I think he's a great guy. I like his work a lot. I think Cody Rhodes should be the face of the company. I do not want to see Jon Moxley come back. Like, yeah, sure, it would be cool, but I really am not pushing for it. Like, I wouldn't be that excited, you know? So that's my hot take. Anyways, Killer Reborn says, don't get me wrong, I want to see Randy return, but the dude is washed up and has regressed, and he's gotten worse due to age heavily. And no, I don't agree with that. I think before Randy Orton left because of his back, I think the guy was killing it and was at the top of his game. Even though he's old, he's still putting on great matches. He still knows the little tactics and mechanics that you need to do to be a great professional wrestler. And I think at the time he was a great option to dethrone Roman Reigns. I actually wanted him to. So with all that being said, I don't think Randy Orton is washed whatsoever. I think he is in the end of his prime. He's still in the prime, but at the very end of it, and he's still got a good 5 to 10 years left in him. I really believe that. The next hot take says, I've never vibed with any Eddie Guerrero matches. I can see why he's so beloved, but I don't think he's at GOAT status or anywhere close, but I do respect his legacy, so don't twist my words. I will not twist your words, but that is just a wild hot take. I think Eddie Guerrero is legitimately one of the best professional wrestlers in that ring. I think he puts on bangers every single time he wrestles, and if it's not your style, then I guess it's not your style, but that's something I really have to disagree with a lot. And I do think he's at GOAT status level. I think he's a great performer, and he's done so much for the business and has always put on great matches and had a great character. Eddie Guerrero is just one of the GOATs, so, you know, I disagree with this hot take. Ace says that Gunther is a top 10 best worker going right now. And no, I love Gunther, but I don't think he's top 5, because you got Roman Reigns at number 1, then you got Seth Rollins at number 2, at number 3 you got Cody Rhodes, at number 4 you have Sami Zayn, at number 5 you have Randy Orton if you want to consider him. So I don't think he's in the top 5. I think those are my top 5 right now. But I do think Gunther is definitely in the top 10, maybe even 6 or 7. I got to think about that list more, but Gunther, like I said, not top 5, but definitely top 10. He's killing it right now. Terrence says that Dolph Ziggler is better than Kenny Omega, and what a hot take, god damn, Terrence. That's a crazy one. I love me some Dolph Ziggler, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's better than Kenny Omega. I think it's also because he has not been booked well. If Dolph Ziggler was pushed throughout his entire career, maybe you can make this argument, but he wasn't. And he was a jobber, and he was stuck in the US or the IC title division and really didn't do much, and he was a mid-carder. So no, if WWE booked him right, possibly, but right now, there's no way. I disagree with this one. Kenny Omega is better. Jalen says Austin Theory losing the Money in the Bank was a blessing in disguise. And I get that a lot of people agree with this hot take since it has 31 likes, but I just don't agree with it. I think you could have gotten Austin Theory to this character development without dropping his Money in the Bank. I really believe that. I don't know why Triple H did that. It still baffles me. And I think Austin Theory should have been the one that cashed in on Cody Rhodes, destroying and taking away his moment. That's what I would have done. So I disagree, Jalen. The next hot take says LA Knight has the potential to be a megastar and the face of the WWE. I would have agreed if this was maybe 7-10 years ago, but at this point in his career, he's about 41, 42, something like that. I think LA Knight is just a little too old. Maybe if he was 34, 35, it would have been kind of fine, but I just don't think so. I still think he should win a world championship because LA Knight is so damn good, and I want him to be the next Money in the Bank. I just don't think he's going to be the face of the company. Dev says that Montez Ford should be in a professional circus, not in wrestling, and holy hell, I gotta disagree with that one. Montez Ford has so much potential. He's one of the brightest young stars right now in the WWE. He should not be in a circus. I think he's great in wrestling, so I disagree. Dev, moving on to the next hot take, because that's just wrong. Kick-Ass Cookie says Cody getting a title soon is premature and forced. He definitely should not dethrone Roman, and I don't know why people are saying that it's a little too soon. I don't see that at all. Cody Rhodes had a great 2022 when he came back to the company, surprised everyone. People dropped their jaws and whatnot, so I don't know why. And then on top of that, he defeated Seth Rollins 3 times, put on bigger matches. I would not see this as being too forced at all. I think Cody Rhodes would be very believable to dethrone Roman Reigns and win those belts. Xander says the AJ Styles versus Edge and Shinsuke Nakamura WrestleMania matches are very good. I disagree. I didn't like those at all. As I was watching both of them live, I was like, you know what? This is just kind of boring. And I love AJ Styles. I think he's one of the best wrestlers of all time. So it is shocking that he had a boring match with Edge and Shinsuke Nakamura. Maybe I might go back and rewatch it. Maybe I was just, fatigued with all the other WrestleMania matches going on. I'll see about that later. Eel says that the WWE is better now than the Attitude Era. Not my take, but yeah. Oh my God, there's no way. You cannot say that the WWE now is better than an era that featured Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker, Kane, Mankind, all those greats, Triple H, Shawn Michaels. Like, no, just no way, Jose. OT says this Cowboy Brock Lesnar is my least favorite version of Lesnar. It took away the menace and final boss feel from the Beast. I actually like this Brock Lesnar version, but I kind of can agree with this hot take and see where they're coming from, because when he was that beast, that asshole heel beast who would just destroy everything and leave, that guy was scary to look at. You know what I mean? Like when he destroyed Daniel Bryan, I was like, oh my God, Brock Lesnar is vicious. So I kind of see this hot take and I agree with that portion of it. I just don't agree with not liking this version of Lesnar, because it's good for his character to evolve and change. You can't do the same thing over and over and over. And the last hot take comes from Saint Blanc, and he says Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns is the perfect main event for WrestleMania. His reign should end at the biggest stage with the best possible match and the deepest storyline. And as I said earlier, Seth Rollins is the only other person aside from Cody Rhodes that I want to see dethrone Roman Reigns. And if you want to know more, watch this video I made a few months ago about why Seth Rollins should dethrone Roman Reigns. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video.